MAGA minds have been blown, including the ones in Donald Trump's White House, by a just-released bombshell statement by Bill Clinton about the Epstein files, and I have all the surprising details for you next. I'm Dan, and welcome to another Occupy Democrats Report. To get all of the breaking news covering the scandals, corruption, and the chaos that plagues our government, be sure and hit that subscribe button. If you're like me, you've seen the Clinton photos that were recently published by Trump's DOJ as part of the Epstein file release. And like me, you may have thought, if Clinton is implicated, so be it, as it has to be all or nothing and the results can't be partisan. And also like me, you may have thought, how interesting that Trump is missing from the files that Team Trump is releasing. And meanwhile, MAGA was over the moon by what they were seeing. Have a look at the gloating from Fox and Republicans, and then I'll show you how Bill Clinton just deflated their overinflated sense of victory.
It's photos of a former president that's getting a lot of attention right now.
News: the Justice Department missed today's deadline to release all Jeffrey Epstein files. The new files include photos of Bill Clinton with Epstein. Clinton's spokesman denies any wrongdoing. Officials say some documents are now public, with more coming in the weeks ahead to protect victims' identities.
Newly released photos from the Justice Department show Bill Clinton in a hot tub with another occupant, whose face is redacted. It's not clear when or where this event took place. Other photographs show the former president with Michael Jackson and Diana Ross on a plane. Another shows this unidentified woman sitting on his lap. Clinton has denied any wrongdoing through a spokesman. They can release as many grainy 20-plus-year-old photos as they want, but this isn't about Bill Clinton. Never has, never will be.
Fox News alert, back to the Justice Department and the release of hundreds of thousands of pages of Epstein files. We've got some new pictures from the files to show you.
Some of the photographs, we recognize people. We want to show one of Jeffrey Epstein and former President Bill Clinton, the 42nd president of the United States, appearing at what looks to be at a party wearing what appear to be silk shirts. There are two photographs of them in this Epstein files release. We don't know who the other person is. We don't know when this was taken, because the Justice Department does not say so in that evidence. So this is all incredibly nuanced, and I want to make that clear.
My next guest has been pushing for answers on the Clintons, pointing out on X, Bill and Hillary Clinton are refusing to appear before House oversight for their depositions regarding Jeffrey Epstein. Notice how House Democrats suddenly have nothing to say about it. Joining me now, Florida Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna. For all the talk regarding Jeffrey Epstein, so much of it in many corners focuses on President Trump. But it's not President Trump who had a painting in Jeffrey Epstein's house wearing a dress and high heels. It's not President Trump who'd been to the island. It's not President Trump who's littered throughout the emails by others talking about, hey, Jeff, I saw your boy at Davos. Why are we not talking about Bill Clinton?
What we're mostly disgusted about is that this entire time, it does seem that this has been only used to smear the president. Now, he actually said the other day, go ahead and release the files. I think it was on Friday he started saying that. He reiterated the Truth Social statement.
So what if Bill Clinton also said, go ahead, release the files? She might have to press pause on that victory lap. Enter Bill Clinton with a just-released statement. Statement by Angel Urania, spokesman for former President Bill Clinton. The Epstein Files Transparency Act imposes a clear legal duty on the U.S. Department of Justice to produce the full and complete record the public demands and deserves. However, what the Department of Justice has released so far and the manner in which it did so makes one thing clear. Someone or something is being protected. We do not know whom, what, or why, but we do know this: we need no such protection. Accordingly, we call on President Trump to direct Attorney General Bondi to immediately release any remaining materials referring to, mentioning, or containing a photograph of Bill Clinton. This includes, without limitation, any records that may exist and are subject to disclosure under the Act Public Law 119-38, including grand jury transcripts, interview notes, photographs, and findings by the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York as referenced under oath to Congress by President Trump's first-term Attorney General. Refusal to do so will confirm the widespread suspicion the Department of Justice's actions to date are not about transparency, but about insinuation, using selective releases to imply wrongdoing about individuals who have already been repeatedly cleared by the very same Department of Justice over many years under presidents and attorneys general of both parties. Based on Bill Clinton's history with Epstein, I have said that I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes collateral damage in the pursuit to reveal the truth about Trump and let the cards fall where they may. But on this day, he said, we need no protection. He also said it's the legal duty of the DOJ to produce the complete Epstein files, which is very satisfying. So MAGA, you're going to have to holster those noisemakers and take a seat for now. And Trump and Bondi, it's your move.